Ghanaian customary, any family law. What BWFDA, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu eweni ya wo brei mu enu nti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra. Wope advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF solicitors de ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho semsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nunsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ena memene danso appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Ye wo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground nso a eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebree efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bi a otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho. Ma ye wo London ya ji abasobodie bebree na ya redare ewo mransem mu eye legal services bi te se family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu eweni ya wo brei mu enu nti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra. Wope advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF solicitors de ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho semsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel.
Good morning, Prophet. Me pacho otimenka. Me pacho say yes, senior to on kanti. Say the your volume no e was ro. Well, Prophet, nyame adom bibia boko. I hope say also side bibia yeah okay or side so. Yeah. I was gonna just comment about your summer shirt. That is absolutely beautiful. It's all my all started summer na nkasa. Your Prophet, whether yen twintwɛn so no, maame mfa a very good morning. Emma yen etiefo ene yahwefo Facebook ne radio no eso nyina. Ye mo bibia a very very good morning. We trust and hope and believe that yen nyina ye ho eye se nyame ede Thursday foforo asan ya kye yan ya bedi ahyia mu ha ide na kyese bibia eye okay. Enti anopei Prophet say nkomo no ebefa edan ho accommodation ye nyina ye nim say COVID started we saw the essence, the importance of a family unit remaining in your homes. But enye enipa ne bi bebre na omo enya that luxury to be in their homes. Enti obu honoma why homeless, sofa surfing, abribia ya ne yekase England and I say krom ha away there say so wo baby a wo de otito a ya na eno no ehia important wonya de obedi na wonya baby de oti ato enti anopa ye bedi sa nkomo na afa se wo hu ekire wo kakra na nka wo pese aban eso mu na nka otimi ma wonya baby etena a ye friend council housing no ehun komo na Prophet anopa ye bedi enti se meto aso na memfa a very good morning ma my partner Madam Lady Eunice na occupy up to say na so mababe di ehyemo henti me man very very good morning. Em say or you know ho kakra bi so Lady Eunice very very good morning. Na yemfa a very big good morning so ma your principal em say anope one Madam Momo tie na ye colleagues so mo back office. Ye summary ye ka say no your office ni be in 15 minutes time. Enti mpacho say ye di nkomo na se bibi kire wadwen ana say opese woni ye di nkita ho a na wa frɛ office line no obetimi ne ye di nkita ho. Enti Prophet ansana ye be di nkomo no anopen nkomo no ebe kono. Me will few updates bi a me pese me de ma etiefo just about 3 of them. And not necessarily updates but just a reminder because I'm saying my colleagues edi kan abobo so a de edi kan announcement bi a aban no no recently I'm say EU law yi aba ewiye UK government try say obetimi edi fa different routes a obi betimi abakrom ha at the advent of the seizure of the free movement and yes if Friday be points based system so beshoma I'm say last na me your community and the law program no so need nkomo fa nurses so mutimi ba ha no it's part of it now say opese oba krom ha they say the main route apart from appendix FM say wo for family route so the abakrom ha no say points based system say bia wanye adwuma ana say bia wo ba school ni nyina point based system na adwuma de no na em say me see make say me hu say me hu Ghana numbers bebre ya na abribia yenua mo omo frɛ say me pese me nurse me pese me ba UK kwan no so me ba na maka kire say ye ni link ana say kwan bia a wo be fa so say bia wo koyi application no straight away on the internet to come to the UK rather I was say unya adwuma first. The first update ni ade be friend the new high potential individual visa route mo I introduce well. So because we might introduce almost they have the intent to implement this. So omo de beka sa point based system na omo edi kan Edia to Janinti. So, a new high potential individual visa, no, Adibia almost say, Oye, Ubia, we are highly skilled. Now, person obey UK, Bayer Juma, say under normal circumstances, you know, I was saying, Kaupe a Juma. Na unya job offer, and so what meet all the requirements in our back. Chroma saying, sir, the new high potential individual visa, if implemented, is going to be absolutely fantastic because you don't need an employer to have a job offer to apply for this visa. They also will show and say, we're highly skilled in your area. Then you just do the application, come here, look for job, or set up a new job as it may be. And so, Shema, the difference with this potential router, you'll be in your field, maybe you're an investment banker, you excel in that area, we are brilliant. Now you're certified, I will say you are somebody who is very highly skilled in the area that you work. That means you can do an application to the Home Office for a visa to come here without a job offer. In social, that is the difference. And the normal work visa route, you know, there also would be a juma na yama offer. No, what made me to all the requirements 70 points na year can. With this particular one, if implemented, you wouldn't need any job offer. Obit my application on Waba, which is great. Yeah, we are looking forward to that. Hopefully, the guidance notes in the beba na my requirements are also meet now with me a yes application. No. So that is the first one. The second update, Prophet, visit visa, sir. Since yes, first, Sankaosha, you can't near paragraph B or immigration rule, 276. So we'll share the definition of continuous residence. Will be about Krumha, no person application. Na unya long residence based on say or legal residence. Inti omuba Krumha be out the school visa nearby. What's na hanom for be 3 years. Na be unya EU na worrying na 5. We can't legal residence in abum there 10 years at 276B of the immigration rules na utimi application. Nanka wenya asetena ewo Kroma say. Now so uba now the visit visa ne buyer see count the leave the valid leave na wa Kroma ha no towards your long residence na nanka eno enka ho. But the good news is that now visit visa time now what do was would count towards your continuous residence. Ewo SAR 276 of the immigration rules paragraph and I say so that is great. Until for example, yema X scenario, maybe I would 6 months visit visa and buy and uftimi far can be so we application and the amount 2.5 years and 3 years discretionary leave and our to so it's make count it sir say 9 years 4 months and 6 months and I would on a visit visa you can indeed apply for your long residence, which is great before nanka wintimi and yenisa. So that is something that is welcoming. Now, Prophet, the third update, actually clarification and medibemano, implementation of appeals. And now so say application pending under EU law. Because EU law recently so you can EU as my European Union settlement scheme, EU settlement scheme, but this one, EU law, as in the old regulation 2016, that is Directive 2004-38 EC, my colleagues said, am aware, say recently, say Home Office for no yana or mode letters be say. So we call courts. Now, you're starting with this scenario. So we EU family member, and now we hear application say our cousin, our niece, our nephew, and Bramber join. So those people are extended family members under our old regulation 2016 regulation 8. They are family members, but they are extended family members. Now we share Directive 2004 no EC na free movement law na I say country bia were right to say ultimate regulate who comes in if they are not close family members. Into you can can say so we extended family member under regulation 8 and so bahasia or mobile access so we dependent on That is great. Now before 31st of December no na wotumi yɛ application woyɛ EU national na wo krom ha ɛma wo extended family members we mu nyinaa yɛ wo uncles, aunties, nieces, ne nephews ne nyinaa tumi ɛba krom a nti yenuamo we advocated for this, and then a lot of people put in application for more family members who extended to come to the UK. Now, that was just this December epa. It is also applications ni bebre daso they are pending. And almost so decision, some of them are Home Office refusee application. They have to, of course, appeal to the first tribunal. Cases in so be a war court. Inti omo cases in war court omanya decisions say under normal circumstances or share in Nationality Immigration Act 2002 implementation case so courts first tribunal and make a decision on a case nanka the expectation the can say Home Office by implement that decision. So, court make a decision on your immigration appeal. Normally Home Office would have. So, they will have 14 days to appeal against that decision. 14 days. Now, courts are making a decision. Now, clients and as appellants, we are applicants, and we need the case. Now, person will back room and say, now Home Office 14 days in a chum. Now, appeal against that decision. But recently, what we are seeing is that although while winning a case, our court, remember, I'm talking about only extended family members. We win a case, say, we offer, say, and I say, we need, we application under EU law, 2016, regulations, regulation 12, family permits, and I was say the many pan. Into court to say, while winning the case, into monfa. Sa family permit in money panel na on free Ghana Embra UK say. Home Office are now saying we issue sa family permit. Why? Because they issue family permit in mpoa. Any panin to me emfa emba krumha. A day tina or moka sa way. You see, after 31st of December, EU family members, extended family members, omuntimi in family permit emba kroma biem. And our friends so omuntimi nye application biem because under EU settlement scheme appendix EU we introduce and say extended family members entimi nye application emba kroma ebiem ente close family members nko. But ye ka ona omo application before the 31st of December ente ye wo ade bi natural justice, natural law. Immigration rules say, adebia will start biano, you can finish with it. So we'll start it route bia, we'll finish it. Anything that's all sure. So we'll rely on our British child so and our application. Say be our parent. Now abofrane 10, 18, maybe our second and our third one. So you can still go ahead and do application, if abofrane that's so dependent also. Although so what 1018 in Senkausha and Kalono doesn't apply anymore, but it does because we start route, no abofra. Same as it applies here. Say, we hear application and not the law applicable was 2016 regulation and under regulation 12, you must be issued a family permit to come. Now, say court and make a decision. Now was say yemfa o family permit in the mawa. That's the Home Office for say omo de ma upona untimi mentino. They won't issue a mepacho. There is an assurance because Emra and Yadi Ejuma, Emra and say court decision no order. It's the court to make a decision. Say Home Office a loose case, na omo implement it. Na say omo room window to appeal. Na say omo appeal against that decision. Na also omo implemented the decision na almost omo nyedia. Then there will be a course of action. There will be a litigation. And then something we call judicial review can set in. Say na last my colleague lawyer Patrick Chichimu said share sa lawyer for kuo ELPA lawyer for kuo Immigration Law Practitioners Association na ye ka ye ho abom say so obi a wonya sa decision be say while winning the case na Home Office for so omo implement you just patrol de ko hu lawyer na ye wo judicial review process ya start minim say enche bia Home Office for the sa and some of money di we no ebeba we nti So what case wo court as a CA watching now me extended family members, you don't worry because in rules so na Home Office what say they must implement decisions made by the court. So you don't worry. So we will application na pending. We are waiting because we know that omuhu say class actions, they may not even issue the family permit, but EUSS family permit. What's the difference? Obi Busai, EU family permit and a EUSS family permit. EU family permit, EEA, no, dear, so me kind visa, ya dear more Ghana, more outside. Na mo application under EU law, baha na mo extended family members, so me kind of mamu EEA family permit. And no, yeah, under the old law, 2016 regulation. But EUSS ni family permit ya de be ma ni 6 months. But ya de ma under appendix EU. That is who your close family member ntini ya de ma. Obi be busa say nene ade ntina weye wo your application na wonya no under EUSS no nene ye family pacho medical ka say untimi nya because wonya close family member untimi apply under EUSS. You have to apply under EEA regulation. Etwemo no. Enti se sie ya ye wo ha ide. The Medija etifo with this update in say. So what application pending EEA, that is we extended family member. Now you decide here, just wait. Now you share the Home Office for bear. Say omo issue EUSS saying that you applied under EEA regulation into your mount EU SSR. The omode amount you can convert it to my application and your offer CB. Your man EEA family permit, but for some reason to went to me to coin number. And then my application say convert it because already they've assessed him and considered say or yeah family member into no moment EU family permit. I'm waiting for what they will say. And see we are waiting for Home Office to react to all the actions now you put through no. And don't worry, say war appeal pending. Now, there won't be anything like that because there is nothing in law as a court to make a decision at Home Office bit Flanty. So let's just fingers crossed and see what all the actions now more taking So no cause for concern. We are really up to that with speed, and then we know say Home Office very soon on better say na maybe something like you be issue EUSS as in place of EEA family permit, or we will issue the EEA family permit, which we know that say there no more a EU-free extended family member family member category, which then you can also convert that to EUSS. So Prophet, sir, 3 updates we na me de ebe manti as an young cocker a house in Wasabana. You have a few seconds break na fe memfa and also so betuja. Well, Prophet, so the opposite one says, so oba or British citizen. Na ebi awo 2.5 years leave to remain. And then komobi denam and from mamu say ubetimi aya application when you indefinite leave. Prophet M say we are talking about akinsenya. Say yenyina case kama be a bar recently. Yes, obia hold on, just hold on for a few weeks or months. Now the thing is say Prophet say oba a British citizen. Under EU law na Zambrano case law na near that is regulation 16 no. Na say so we are a carer of a British citizen. Na ultimate demonstrate say why a carer no for 5 years. Why should abofra for 5 years until normally abofra no a British citizen no either say you no a British and say be a 10 years now. We register under section 14 of the 1981 Act no. Na say we 15 na say what should na be 5 years. And ka utimi application under the derivative right principles so nanki amount indefinite na no na More 2.5 years leave to remain under the immigration rules, you know. So we yes our application na Home Office will catch to say the essence of the Zambrano principle and say you kasa wo maame no ko ukrom baby a free buy abofra ne nya obi a obehwe na abofra ne be follow the British child will be forced to leave UK or EU, and if that is the case there and then I will say a day asetena no amount under derivative right, but who 2.5 years leave to remain under immigration rules. Therefore, under 1971 immigration rules, you know, you have a right to be in the UK. To be in you in free krumha. So be in you in free krumha there. Not just the Home Office work can say. And I'm saying 2.5 years leave to remain. Now, obi in for so and removal from the UK there. You cannot apply for the indefinite leave, although you may qualify under the Zambrano principle. Nanona or maybe do omoko quarter Home Office for a D4. But so they may kasa for appeal implementation hono. Omuye appeal against that decision. Se CIA can say our Court of Appeal. We are waiting for the Court of Appeal to make a decision. Say Home Office for sell lusu case na. A fail and a profit. Ya manager say no dear. Ye barbe started sa process and into so sharp. Some part and no say. So wo eba or those who 2.5 years leave to remain under immigration rules. Name utimi show say wash abofra no more than 5 years anka under normal circumstances ka utimi ya application for indefinite, but say make say no untimi nye sa application na na wo ya omo be refuse because of the medical chechem no say oh asetena already nti de wo kwa akopɛ no mbeka che say you don't, because that category no is for people say ya amfa asetena no mo hwehwe na amma wo ma they will be forced to leave, but wo enam say wo asetena nti you will not be forced to leave the UK or the EU, and therefore you hold on for a little while until prophets. Because meaning say a very, very good news. Why is it good news? Imagine say eba or British citizen. Now you have 2.5 years leave to remain. Now could renew another 2.5. War under the 10-year route so. Now and also aba area. Nanka ubetimi acquire application for indefinite leave to remain under EUSS, untia Home Office fees, unye English language test, unye life in the UK. Yebemao indefinite leave. Remember, indefinite leave to remain application under the immigration rules will cost you somewhere £2,300. English language test, you know, let sika obetua, life in the UK sika obetua, and then the requirements you have to meet. Now we nyina ye free na ade wo so sure and say wo hwe abofra or British citizen near more indifferent. That would have been absolutely great. And we are just keenly waiting for that. Omo elusu case in prophet. Me know the best statisa business no. Na bibia e wo hobia na yama yenua ma na yenua mema mate na ya statisa application. Ti yen hold on for the time being. Eno no ebeba.
Ene me pa cho me sha se en ma working me percentage na me dey ato. Enya ba na kyerɛ sɛ me de percentage ne ma pia hye me kyerɛ sɛ eno ano enti lawyer we no yenya kom kyerɛ ne mpaebɔ ana sɛ eno ani sɛ yentena wo saa ne yentwen eba lawyer we me ba kyerɛ me ba me go 1 minute break aba me ba no ayi
highly spiritual. Times have changed. Social distancing affected BBR. Coronavirus and in some bow, but the real sign.
Yeah, fair ma yewo London. Yagye abasobodie bebree na ya redare ewo mranse mu eye legal services bi te say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA yen solicitors e de anigye ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awarja ye ho twuma mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Ye child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ne ya wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Eyobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel Ajina Tumu no sanso ye member na kyerɛ eba no sɛ ye gyina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra wopɛ advice immigration sensem ho wo BWF solicitors deɛ ye immigration team no abredare general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration work permit student visa ho totoye any entry clearance visas family visas ni appeals.
Lawyer Richie.
Prophet.
Wakwabo.
Yo, thank you. I'm say, well, our break time overrun. Thank you. But sir, come on.
Your life in Cali.
Good. Your Prophet into the yen semren yen ko yen and your topic in the so that me can applying for a council home. Council home dear a bois so after the 40s na UK the Second World War no ba we na a dan ho asem abaye problem ama UK residents inti there were a move to really settle people who became homeless because of the war. Inti baby ameti any places towns different satellite towns be to say Hemel, Hampstead, Harlow Town, Welling Garden City, Stevenage. We after the Second World War, they just actually created those towns to move people from London to get accommodation. Now those days in Nanka pedanya na ni adiebe a friend priority need and not anything. All that you needed to show is uni baby out nanka de akotinum. That was the the base of say aban intervene in asitinum in terms of yema accommodation. Although it started long way back when there were the poor laws and all that, but the recent surge say obi benya baby atana government be intervene after the Second World War was something that was crucial to asitina sesemo. But then yenhwe sese say okope edan afri o council. So we council local authority. My example, say be a 7 sisters, your local authority, say be a Haringey, and I say, so Hackney, whatever council you are, so pet baby atna. Na unni, I can't dear now with me the enya sa sitina. Also the kodan will council na omo ebwa. Na enono ena yewo said the BBI wokrumana ye requirement was a meet in order to get that kind of support. Enti yebehwe sade we na enema 2 bi na me peseti for shen so ema me wo san koma ye bedi na enemu. Emsa bibia no yenim se wo ye obi a wo ye eligible se aban boawa enke no ansan ka call councilor anke ma odan. Enye sa because we nyina enim se edan no ehun eyeden scarce commodity and therefore was say yedi niam bi toto ho na yedi ma omu hia no even more than say we obi a obeti menya bibi edan na free outside or in your own remit. Your father be priority need and your father be intentional homelessness. Sani ema mini we ya na say ekoka boma na say wotimi overcome aban ebetimi ama baby atena na no na em say ntiase ni ho kakra ntia na mepese ye be go through na ya hwese se wo ho ene na wo tie me na wo krata se meka se wo krata na chese wo migration status no chese you are eligible to be supported with your housing needs. So sha aban na mra na say ye hwe in Housing Act 1996 na council bia wo duty say e wo so wo boa obi a oni asetena ewo edan semu enti se nipa no ebeye homeless and as he or she is threatened with homelessness there is a duty on the local authority to support this person if so okope emwana but enye obia na so okope sa amwana obenya that kind of help. Why? Because your friend be priority need e was with me mitisa na wetime sign obi biara a wo twen dan into yen started eligibility requirements to get a council home. Generally speaking, say any immigration restrictions in Kwan say be amount 2.5 and the restrictions are so won't mean benefit. na wo 2.5 na wotime gye benefit what is say obi o indefinite leave obi o British citizen and also obi o EU national and obi o EU national family member, you are all entitled to go to your council to seek for housing support. Now, Prophet, the Mekaya eligibility, you are eligible to go and seek for housing support because who are certain restrictions be any who say won't mean benefit. It is over 2.5 years leave to remain. That's the restrictions are to say won't mean benefit. Me patrol and no dear won't be in court or council also or more nenya a dime. Member the obitima and only social services obitima court council ho, but you will be talking to the social services as opposed to the council housing department for health if abofra wo nchenya. Not just another section 17 of the 89 Children's Act support, but not the 189 Housing Act 1996. In the end of the year, nkoma yedi omo wo asetena. Who either say 2.5, now restrictions be and naso, now we are eligible to get support. Assembly teaching in a Prophet, you may be eligible for housing support, but you may not qualify for it. It's important we should note this. Me pacho, say we are eligible, say ubenya housing supporter. The obitima yana say ubeko o council, register because you are eligible for it. Now you have to waiting list so that baby ayi na ayi no ultimate that's 10 years, 15 years and so not you feel why? Because you are eligible, they will register you and put you because you know said so your Localism Act 2011 no and then Housing Act 96 no your kabuma and Mark Council no a share be say I was a omo create a Friday be allocation scheme into emremo no I was a council no a share omumra so we need a dime baby tia now buy a wa ade bi share say I was a ma baby etna ye ma baby atane say ya policy bi a ye say so we umiti XYZ ye be ma baby atna into wo buy ye be register na mum ya register no enipa yemfa say 5,000 na wo register no so a dan e wo ho e available every month ye e bia 100 now a bed na ye decide dan na ye 100 na ma enipa omo ye 5,000 and hono e na sa enkoma ye di ne ebam hwan na wo priority hwan na wo ye homeless anya intentional yenko priority need for accommodation profits enti say medical boss no ye housing act no emra na say obi a wabeye homeless na yemfa ne say number woyare emofra nketwa won nchen baabi a na wote no ye overcrowded anase waye homeless in general say ye tu no oni baabi a ote waye army officer a wo prior wabafie sankrofo we nyina no ebetimi enya priority councils ni be use point based system ye points ebi nso use band nti yemfa say band A B C D na wo A no so no wo ye higher nti mono mo ye nkrofobia se dan be available ye be consider mo than obi a owo C na edin nti na ema ebinya priority prophet sa housing assessment your needs assessment a continuous process nti some friend na ya moka say so Richard my that council list no so for many years but minya emwobia is because your circumstances have not changed and therefore say we mame woni ukunu neti mo wo matu na mo te 3-bedroom property or renting from outsider that will be considered as adequate accommodation and say uko register say what that council waiting list so me pacho you may not get any council house because your circumstances are not any dire to warrant you to move from the lower tier no to the upper one. Yemfa ne say babies ni bia beka ho. Enti emofra be 5. Omu atra 10 years. Enti we Housing Act 85 no part 10 na ese eniko ase dan na overcrowded. Enti se no hwa maye bebre. What you have to do is go back to your council for them to reassess your circumstances. Na omo increase wo band na wo no so that you can go up to be considered for housing. It is also priority need. And be you are free listen so I mean free so a bit do be anymore for you to be considered as a person who need in here say also you pay attention. Now there is a catch here that we should be careful. Prophet obi ho no ma or priority need for housing accommodation. But ansana obey homeless na obey here housing ebi ono oyade bi Emma Council no may consider it as obey homeless no intentionally. How can that happen? You find someone rent a 2-bedroom accommodation from the private sector. Now we ne uba one enabia ukun and now we a single parent we no batim. Instead of which your rent, want your rent for a long period of time, and our landlord are evicted because of rent arrears. Now, under the law, the 1996 Housing Act, you have become homeless. Inti so wo eba one maybe a time be homeless no two abeka unti wo mofra 3 but property na 1-bedroom accommodation. Technically, you are in priority need of accommodation because first of all you are homeless. So the council has a duty to support you. But then the housing officer no ba or life na or by an assessment in order to make a recommendation as to whether you would be housed by the council and for them to discharge their duties na. Or mobeshe say then first of all obey homeless. Intimate patrol say abribia na ya na say so my homeless but council no mwame ade way important. First of all, when to your rent, was it because of say bia wadwuma say ebia wo ko fell off so and that's wadwuma COVID by and wadwuma say na won't mean to your rent, so genuinely you couldn't have paid your rent and that is why you're too free then you can argue that you have not become homeless intentionally and therefore you have a case. But if your situation is such that nanka obetime to your rent but wodwen says obey homeless inti council no be support you until when to rent no na you if you're now kwa me pacho omomwa. Now remember, the council can discharge their homelessness duty owed to you by advising you. As in naturally say, so ko council for no say why you homeless until omomwa na ye na homeless na we na intentional. Sa temporary accommodation na was in Kedemano, they may not. They will tell you to number one, obetima ko private sector, kwa rent baby, obetima ko charities. Sa advice no modi amano, they will rely on that advice to say that they have discharged their duty owed to you under the Housing Act, which will be perfect. Now, so by a wholesale and challenges that decision now, it will be very difficult because I will come to review of the council's decision when it does not go in your favor. But bear in mind that priority need and being homeless genuinely and not a bit more catapult to getting a council property. Abribia no ya na problems I want to say bo honoma oti property na disrepair. So baby otino is not fit for human habitation. Yen said there has been a law that last 2020 Homes Fit for Human Habitation Act omo pass and say so what baby na edano is in a state that is not deemed to be fit. Say e say nipa etena ho a me pacho so utimia go to your council and make an application. So we need lessons already and then explain your situation. They will omobeba abaye assessment omba behwe ababe inspect baby otino. You will be in a priority need. So we 1-bedroom property, or ma 3, or a single parent. Na council no order register for a long time. Sometimes you may ubedrin say be a oti bidding card into obedi. So one moment I may reassessment that you will always remain in the lower band and then it will take many years for you to be considered for an accommodation. Being proactive, telling your housing officer as soon as your circumstances change, na on to be reassessment to put you under. Dear business so I na bribia am say yet for the clients table and say me name kunete. And then recently our rejaya and I say relationship not break it down. So menkwa I can't afford to pay the rent, so I have to leave. Will that be considered as becoming homeless intentionally? When a genuine reason ubit me I homeless wabra adequate accommodation. You will not be seen as becoming homeless intentionally. And they say, na opatan ne wo ho no, na wo boa ma utua rent no. But say woni woni ho bim ti won kwa no wontimi ntua rent no because ebia wonye adwuma anase adwuma na wo ye na part time. Me pacho Enimonimu na no ma will council any aware that this has been the situation now. Yana omubetra so mbezne o partner be kasa ne sane mana. It's no problem. More for nipa kan number more ne kasa. Obekasa yes. I mean for some reason I have to go. They will reassess your situation and hopefully consider you for housing. Now, yenko another category so. More private rent accommodation no. Se udin ewo register no so now pedanya is very very difficult for you because yemfa say wone family member na ete baby a wo no. Ebia o maame ewo ne mortgage. Na se me wo teenage children 17 and 16. Now after 18 omoko university no maba. Now omo so omo they fly the nest. Se woka se wontimi ne oba no entina me pacho maamefo no ya na mo pam mo ma no so mo kwaji dan no mo ntie ne ye. Se woka se wontimi ne oba no entina biem. Enti onko na onko pe edan a me pacho e wo se o ma no letter se sie na wone ne te no wontimi ne ntina biem. Enti wutu no. Enti wabaye technically no or legally no wabaye homeless. Wabaye homeless no nti no aban no ebeboa no. Se omo fraw maame no ye omo because remember council no omo adwuma ne say housing officers no omo adwuma ne say they will have to make sure that they prevent homelessness. So edan ni ho no they will not sit down say obia ba ya na ye ma no baabi atena derby. They will do investigations to see say indeed eya will say o honom no na council the yadwuma say was ye boa na wotimi nya baabi tena wo no family neti almost omuntimi no ntena biem say we adults and then you are eligible because in restriction be any will stay home. Do you qualify? Yes, because what be homeless because family member atu. And it says a basa no me pacho ye mame for no ye council for no frame because it's a process they have to go through to make sure say omaye bibia anye. That is the only time omo betimi aboa. Yembra mo so na no ye private renters no so. Who rent it privately. Na ufira SO2. Maybe it's not your fault. Maybe our person generate down the money family members and now person or put no or ton a dino. Me pacho say eba sa na ye two catch the landlord and say on go through the procedure of eviction no the legal way no eso. Why? Because medical catch say although say obey homeless na aban no wo ehye so oboa no say wanye homeless genuinely omumwa and say well landlord say O2 I'm sorry adiwe na abribia ta eba ye program no so me pacho a lengthy process either so obey serve section 21 notice and answer section 8 notice. Normally, obit come out not to say on the contract and ya maybe ya sometimes 2 months. Obama not to say too free for you. Maybe I meant to. Because if you do be homeless intentionally, meant to free if you honor. Say 1 month, 2 months, not 2 months na lapse. Na what that's so free why I also work courts. Na okoye application say opose you free feel because Kroman will be an obetimi force I remove you from your home. Into obeko courts na county court no why application for eviction say you free feel no you say even COVID craba you know it was put on hold. Eviction proceedings were put on hold. But it can take up to about 6 months for a court to make a decision on eviction process. So onko court na onko council judge so you free honum with reasons. Yes, server now was one more response. The entire would say ye mount nefi honum. Normally, if you are no will win, say or Jenny fee. Say court ma decision say I'm free honum I'm ever chow and also and yet men free honum. Obeka say aden court see me for aden I mean from patrol. There is still another one to go for. So one qua if you want to be court. Obesanya court akwa apply for enforcement order and no na ya na etimi ma omude beliefs eba fie so you may free honor. Me patcho this is the only time bailiffs befiho is a very disheartening process to go through. Imagine say wo emma wotu ba bi kama na wo fira A2 wa ma notice one court akoji order eviction order 1 2 afeni the bailiffs omo bo ma say black attarate say police, they are not police, but omo be you fifio no because omo enforcement order warrant. That is the only time o fifio ho no ma council no beji o atum say why sorry, homeless genuinely no mabwa intimi pacho. Although say sometimes we ask you me person can me free and to me and I'm a cancel a very distressing situation to put yourself through, but you have to finish it. So when me pacho in few. That is something that I want us to take note of. Say private renters say if you want a tour maninko do the last stage na enforcement order na stand over fifio no manyesa omu emboa me pamcho bebre. Now prophet so wo so na say is 10 o'clock now. Me we ni nyina e ba wie ya me monitor for say in order for so we benya baby atena from the council and as a council mount a dino you have to be eligible and also qualify for that. Under the Housing Act 96, owo ehun kwan say utimi call council honum no mo boa. Council no so wo asede say wo ni baby tina wo so mo boa. Na emom no ye woni ma bi wo say wo mo hwe anso mo tima boa. E wo say wo ye obi a wo hia edan no enani kine yen sade a although say e beje ato register no so no you will be there and nothing will happen. You have to be in a priority need. Makasa to be in a priority need, either say be a single lady now you are pregnant and that's all man kitwa wo nchen wo yare wo free prison na aba and that's all you be now serve in the army and wo pray na oba abonten mo de na super priority ye be ma odan sese say unni sa categories amabuke kan nyina mu bidia you will always be on the register without any hope of getting accommodation. Now you more priority no you better so say then I'll be homeless and sane abo. Say council no more than a temporal 2 years, sometimes that is the maximum time you can be. It can be over that. Not you should be a permanent amount. Placement sometimes say be a Hackney or Newham. Now council need dan wo stand a barra ha or more who can say mutimi do ko baby foforo me patro nti mo aya na kase mo nko Manchester mo nko Luton now so won kon so refuse first offer na they may say they've discharged their duty of supporting you nti mo share no so enso mai. Now obu ho so na because of your rent na also baby specifically if that is the case and also ultimate about priority need na se. Now yaka we nyina wie no na ya maw edan no tenancy be na ye de be maw. It was the first and nanka council maw dan nanka secure tenant nti utim forever. Now your introductory tenancy you be share so suban ye ne 5 years and what now. Once you are eligible for the council to support you, so when you qualified that it can be that because of Sabia ASBO you may be somebody who before no ebia maybe now ye be now tenant na usuban into although you are eligible you may not qualify ebia na uwo obia wo ho adwojo into you can afford your own accommodation. You may seem say you are eligible there but you may not qualify for council support. Enti monhye nema we nyina so unya council dynamic pacho 5 years you do na percent auto edana council is be okra 3 years and so betime ne council no edi ehun kita ho na watime ato based on your financial circumstances. Enti say profits were off but this is the topic for today. Enti me pacho yen fa a quick break na enya me who's the profit but profit ti se be break na yaba na ya masamre na fe ye ne achieve wedding komo am sound ne
lawyer who hear me sound no them true. Hello lawyer Richie.
Yes prophet say the metonka yes o call
who hear me
pacho an
da be mini off kra
ya na me who screen say rainbow okay eya ma me who na say your handsomeness no I also me who all the time. So me who are not my distracted.
Oh, that. Me were live. Actually, say me the what to send be your Facebook. No me you nko ana actually say. Oh, kasa chere ti for.
Oh, I want to share the. I would like to share the screen with you, Prophet. Yo, and Prophet,
manya who say.
Go ahead.
Manya who say sana open the media ne sama live. Na me no na ye twetwe nko.
Sir. Yo, and the Prophet not just say the ya born to fa ni nyina ne say immigration restrictions be a new leave no, so whether you have 2.5 years leave to remain or so 2.5 for na restrictions, that's so indefinite restrictions incident so or right of abode or a British citizen and now humanitarian protection asylum munya housing support. The only thing is say you have to make sure say obey homeless genuinely now things what priority need and the abino ebeboa in the Prophet we na ye de ebe start na say bibi wo honoma na ye de ho enkom.
Yo, ene de lawyer ababa nsemu abuebue mu apagapagya e de akosi ba bi wo so odisi ene lawyer ma yate ase say enye nkrata asem nko a ene ye ho ade dabi sesei odi awurawuram ba bi a ye beda ba bi edi eti beto say ye benya sumunye papa ne yasu daye na nneema atimi akoso kama say me say winimu say Joseph dayesun ene onyame ekasa kire no Joseph no osun daye because onya baby papa da and he say when nya baby papa na odaye so no entimi enkoyi anopai bra line so say ye di emere no ade akomu papa and so eyeden ya course no ye befa bi na obi atimi abebisa na adwene na lawyer nso akere na adwene na ye de mara atofom na ye tu anamon anopai obeba 0208 133 4646 0208 133 4646 and that's 0208 133 1134 Shannon oba na wama radio no akofo mama me kama sani ebeya lawyer nso ebeti wonka na watimi ayiyi wonsema no. Hello me pacho me ma wachi ama wakwa aba.
I am the first person in the chair Prophet.
Oh, he me jo so anopai lawyer ATU life and color.
Well, so no so many questions with so many partner your temporary accommodation, but I don't think your bidding also means the family anyway. So in this case it's not possible so constant between our fire permanent and now there is we work on my that's it.
Okay. Prophet nti dia meti and say also one a partner omo temporary accommodation.
Yeah.
And omo waiting list ni so ana.
Menua so waiting list ni so.
You need be a friend anyway but omo my be a see if we paid most of the normal.
Yeah, that's the one. So you are Okay. My brother, so council no I don't know why this term not temporary accommodation. Unfortunately, the yehun say council no mal property na omo target say a temporary accommodation under normal circumstances the expectation is temporary accommodation no it won't go beyond 2 years. The reason they are allowed to give you temporary accommodation is accommodation no may not be suitable. So for instance, no partner mo two. Omo betimi am temporary accommodation 1-bedroom accommodation. Why? Because omo target is a temporal accommodation. Because enkomo ma permanent accommodation and enkomo be need 2-bedroom property. And you ma 1 bed because of course council is working with scarce commodity housing. So that's untimi for monko bebia because bebia be bia no be catch say accommodation is temporal. They are looking forward to housing you permanently. But so what will hold on for more than 2 years? They always say, "Oh no, housing officer Bekasa, me pamacho. Let's be realistic. A dining ni honintino. Say amount temporary accommodation, you're gonna be there for a very, very long time. Unfortunately, because the yehuni say, although say tenancy no temporal no, that is basically where you're gonna be for some time. Into na bibi happen ebia new development miaba. And also sometimes they can offer you a place outside of the borough. then that is fine. And yes, they will over for some time until say available or adequate accommodation be available. No more you free on. Enti mpacho chen kakra ma wo mu a temporary accommodation, but it can be very, 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 very long. The good thing is a temporary accommodation and I'm saying more priority need in more housing in that accommodation. So what that means is that any available accommodation bia no mona mobile first in the queue to be looked at. At the moment, so kope any mwabi sebia enka lawyer anase obi nye bibi na yenyimu free hono, if that is if baby a mo na nye ade a suit mu a me pacho be difficult. Hold on, and then always mo housing officer no link it all the time. Now hopefully any available suitable accommodation no buy and not say what you made the work on. Okay.
Okay, that's already now. I think maybe I want a very happy place anyway. But
how many bedrooms?
3 bedrooms.
And I'm more saying, how many are you in the unit?
At the moment, no,
yeah, so there's no problem there. Although it's temporary accommodation, you have accommodation, you know. That word shouldn't be a worry at all. Okay.
And he said, near lawyer cano, Sana was set way, na yenum su a travel a head and repabeba. What?
Thank you.
Unamishra, any problem cry. Now, never yeri. More 3 bedrooms. Afina, a baby, oba. Any winny problem cry. Baby in the background, best to me and son and 9 account. Because you see, all no cry near the back home. And a lawyer may boy.
No, because it's enough. It's suitable.
Massa, as an later down, what? Hello, me pacho, me machi, emo akwaba.
Hello, good morning, Sofo.
Morning, or do you?
Me pacho, me pese me lawyer Richard Kasa in this question kakra pacho.
Me pacho, lawyer or your credo, lawyer answer your questions pa obey answer come. Fabruno.
Me pacho, time once a more walking and I'm better my friend, I may be beaching my kakana and be sana. Me pacho, lawyer Richard. Your mommy baby for temporary. Can't say 1 week for emergency accommodation. But my struggle over 4 years. Now, if you're on Yantiante, offer agency na only fear Rebecca, no, I get back to me, but past there 2 months. Since you try me 2 rooms a leaky. My complaint. I'm a council, no more by checking. No mom can't tell me say after 1 week, no, my auntie, woman coming for a woman. But my phone was stop. O want to mean your washing, mammy. Now it meet me. I follow your one.
Well, I mean, councils, or more complaints process, are always very effective. Now, and to say why a complaint dear, because complaints are there for a purpose all the time. Listen, lawyer for no, I mean, I will be glad that mobile you see services for sa name be said the name no say in name say lawyer de okon anima so na also Jessica. Na ade na wo pursue no abibia so litigation ade a wo say ya na odi kan man about him say what will be the outcome, what will be the end product. End product ne say council you do court say the medical canon omo bulletproof, you know, because judges in the courts would always sympathize with them, say they are working with a very, very scarce resources, and therefore they know that because say but complaint department say complaining about the work. And pursue the complaint, complaint department normally a separate team be oversee the we more air so nti obetima by ho ye betima advice so na sometimes we can write a letter to the council na abo omo hu kakra so when me say lawyers for letters no call there na omo take you serious but to a certain stage, we will pause. We won't go too much into litigation, my own incur unnecessary cost. And the answer is yes. Lawyer. Now, situation because since the medical board and maybe we introducing last year, so Homes Not Fit for Human Habitation Act. And honestly, say, baby, I want to know, so bad, it will be unlawful for seconds and keep people in that property. And it's a who lawyer now was so the property necessity, may lady, may sister beer, may in the case a man say, I hope say and yawa. Or to chop pictures, property is very, very bad. And then we wrote to the council, Director for Housing Services in Nankasana, or responded to your letter, no becatcher say or patch or more to keep measures to rehouse your sister. No, as a CI Menoka say, or Mugusua or more baby, Amano, Akointi, lawyer bit me abwa, but exhaust all the protocols in place, and sana wako lawyer.
Oh, okay. Now, if I show lawyer, me visa the Omuka says like emergency accommodation and I say a temporary now. How long now by law will stay?
So I said temporary accommodation normally should not go beyond 2 years, but unfortunately, say no de sa because once when you shelter no na money because once emergency uni baby da nti bia first no ye omodo be ko B&B ni sa 1 week ni omunya baby kakra bi ma whether it's a studio flat or a flat na omu ho ahen ha omu kakra then you can be there nti legally a temporary accommodation you shouldn't be there more than 2 years, but unfortunately you can be there on say your brother Ibai or Kasa Watana Honum for 4 years and so a temporary accommodation, so you can be there beyond any period of time. Not a lot to force them to get you because one because money baby omodo konti wo baby a wo na me pacho so okoye bibi na free honum over be homeless intentionally, then their housing duty to you will cease, and unfortunately you have to bear with them. And then once our temporary accommodation, the good news is that uwo omo radar so say bibia be available only be consider first, and me pacho let's persevere and endure a little while, and then it will be all good, very soon.
Now, lawyer me pacho, temporary accommodation, ensuo bona, ensuo to na ebrome, uwiabo na eshimi, na mwa erimi, na dem ho nye conducive, na be catch them say temporary accommodation ya, law 442, was a meeting the adjuma, lawyer, I was so baby hum.
I no na make us say, you know, by the same na. I know the make catch me sister say on lawyer because. Say, and you're fit for human habitation. I know I will not encourage say bear with them. That one is.
It's not safe.
Sister, another man.
Yeah. So with that one, you can see.
About Rainbow Radio, ahuma kesi yeso na only BWF solicitors. Ena kasa. Obiasania lawyer me say wabo jene die. Mebo modern make it media nesa make it. Sister me pacho fa BWF solicitors yasue ye kese ho ena ubi eba 4th floor Anna House 4th floor Anna House 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters, so we free kai sisters okay sisters probe kai ho in N15 4NP free in one for P back one count landing N15 4NP about for telephone number if you book appointments is here answer na lawyer we telephone number 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 Why you made us sister Fresh say na book appointment lawyer said in same be wa yen kan wa bontin ye kan with them hello me ba cho me mawachi e mo akwa
Yeah, just now.
Asum die nka so menu ya bema
What do you mean? A go back to Mamu, a question. The person who lawyer said, a channel application down.
so for so go riba na obuma o can say ya appeal. Now you apply, how long does it take before you get the response? In a second, so I will know about we are celebrating like no budget. There 5 years, that's a third house more. Who qualify for opening application for council house?
All right, Prophet. So, my first one, also we application. Sabia, opposite o partner be join now omo refuse now we appeal. How long now benya?
How long? Any take answer na what your monka.
All right. So
I'm not trying.
okay, internet temperature we no offer na unit free outside in Aba. Yes sir.
I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
Now, almost we get application. They come back documents from let's support to say some of my application before the first December. The application that time. From the bank statement, no more than a continuous stay in this country because we are special.
Maybe so EU assembly can. We EU ni.
Yeah, EU assembly.
Okay, good.
And see, a buyer, you know, the documents require now we take you know what I'm saying. Yes, traditional marriage. If you not know the warrant like the current style. If you not the registered certificate, you know, local like traditional certificate, I wanna make foreign like or one document and not for more certificate. You register and it's called AMA.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I think. Okay. And I'm so a question. No, the merit of the case in the I'm saying you bet this no later, but with in relation to the appeal, no, as to how long it will take, you know, normally yeah, nanka expectation is so will lodge your appeal and by most 6 months there nanka a court ama wait me any decision, but obia case is different and it depends what time and so at the moment so bisamia with the who no make catch us from the date I will lodge appeal no utia court ni fees no. Listen, but so we appeal no na unyen to court ni fee na na so mama acknowledgement so mo nsa ka appeal na started from there and na say utia fee no ma ho 6 months mpacho ma ho 6 months it can be more than that, but I hope that it won't be more than that. It can be less, but it won't be less than 3 months because you know say covered by now almost how almost year more cases, you know, phone, name, video, hearing, no, and my omunya backlog bebre. And to say you can say no. So we appeal. Mostly you would get a hearing date in 6 months' time. Into and you know, and in terms of a process in kakra ubedu honum. So that is for the appeal. Your second question, no, Prophet, no, mantini ye inti senka obetimi amame, a bit of a summary of that.
Yeah. Now we are shared accommodation. We are
shared accommodation.
So, yeah. We are shared accommodation. We are entitled for council house.
We are entitled for.
Me ba cho ho no okoshi no emu nhye dante. Wo se we ye be ma na onu obati na mo ye share accommodation. Boa.
I na say be one room na no bab girl. So I not one bab girl na here. We are entitled for council house.
Okay.
Okay, to say if you are mo haya mo ache mo nyina mo tu ya ba wo de no wo single room na single room no woni wo bagel na wo ho.
Exactly.
Oh, I woni wo bagel lawyer what no chere ase. E chere say if you no mo share ba no room no single room ba oni ne bagel.
Yes, me patro Mate Prophet, thank you. Right. Now, my brother, listen. So person unya emwa from the council about your housing needs. First of all, also what tenancy agreement. Okay, inti mo shared accommodation. No, be a rent one room. So the okay na oba aba join on. me wɔ clients bebree a of course na ɔmo wɔ one room ɔmo de ɔmo tom baabi but ɔmo kɔfɔ ɔmo mma aba abɔfra no aba no you know nyɛ animanimu na wobɛtumi akɔpɛ baabi nti bia you have to share a room mepakyɛw first of all ɛne wo landlord ɛnkasa sɛ wonni bia na wɔma wo tenancy agreement to start with because of say we share one room with your daughter. That is because Osha Housing Act 85 na part 10 na any kwan say mo obi a monya couple mo share a room into where your your partner. Because of that, you know, we entitlement to a 1-bedroom accommodation. That is either 1 room and a living room or 2 bedrooms. Since me pacho council for no ho na ko pesa mo but so we adwuma na wo kɔ council ho sɛ wo eba one mo shared accommodation a don be ka chewa ne sɛ kɔ private sector kɔ rent baby so wontimi ntua fee rent no po a apply for housing benefits. Now that is one way of solving, you know, the housing problem. Now also add discharge or duty. It is a open in a way that open your Friday be choice based system. Baby, I person who will choose so better no. Although so with my council or say I would advise that maybe you just go and rent. So we'll rent 1 room. Go and rent a 2-bedroom property so that Obano benya 1 room. When you 1 room, more living room. So won't mean to rent na. Minim say oh asset nanti na okofa obey ba we EU and BBC. Oh yeah. Me bacho rent from the private sector. Na apply for housing benefit if your income is low. But so we cancel ho. So we nyare, obane nyare. Now yes maybe single person and now moya couple kra na mo ba be ka mo ho. Now we cancel say omo ma e dan ne de. It's a wishful thinking or a wishful act because although you are eligible, you may not qualify because you may not be in a priority need. Why? In Pacho, share no so a home. Okay, lawyer. You're welcome.
Yo, Yanso, Yadasi, Onyamin Shrao. Bye bye. And then Oshasani lawyer, Ababa in Simuna. Say, Oda Suti baby, Sibika Frache. Wame do sikan ega nanka ebe ha dwene papa me pa cho me ma wachi e mo akwaba
your friend Rebecca I'm saying Richard many of them are Rebecca Body many of them are Richard na I'm saying you chopped a big success last week regarding case Biana or ya mami to me fana bonabasa no pay na face to mama go for the ultimate then knowledge or now my busa question back from some of my sister regarding housing properties. I'm saying money about 3 years ago when I was rejected. Until me busa say what chance say or some apply be man I money be or Manchester said Richard in his submission now can simply me who say well bet me as and answer on Sunday any chance. Now, Richard, again, congratulations to you and myself.
Congratulations to you, madam. And I thank you for our lovely bouquet of flower and about office. It was lovely. I mean, if you give me the permission, I will put it on Facebook. Now, your clients.
I don't mind. I think the excitement is so
great.
Through my body.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to share that with us. Yes, Madam Becky Timpacho, who sister here or rejected accommodation, 3 years ago. Now she say, "Once Abribia Yakasa, you see, of course, life is, not static, it's dynamic. In Tiana and Yamasa, so circumstances, ultimately sign have another bite of the cherry. 3 years ago, America cry or reject accommodation for a reason. And Untiana Council necessarily discharge or duty under the Housing Act because any paper be now the never be a man near the Watton chain. I heard the Akano. 3 years HM in necessity and in the circumstances is such that so now here and moi on sign and cobium and control the reason why I was saying back. They will reconsider her application for housing support and then we will take it from there. So what they may expect is won't go back. Na omu de omu beka no, na no ma ya aware. Ebi wo hono ma on say ma me fa akwanya na me fa we mbrem. Me pa so e wo so ye nyina ye te ase say okope edan Africans for ho enye agogo no so. It's not something that is luxury. They will make sure they will frustrate you to the core that you would just go and solve your own problems. In particular, the moment you are and so housing officer no you're training a year pa or be making sure say or be push you away or be you be and wow 3 years ago your mouth baby now reject it no okay you back to say go because your mouth baby catch and say that was 3 years ago. There was a reason for that. Was onema assistant and waba back. It's being persistent and now omo ebe take it serious. This time around there, those who make the most noise, will be heard. In Timpacho, Manensa court now on putting the case better this time. Now, your money baby. Yes.
My question is, will it be like before the better for Baba before? And now people are not first time around, now it should be all right.
I'll approach you on.
Hello.
Asemuna no waka no. Madam behunu lawyer. Na lawyer. One say lawyer dika make statement be say. And yamani bi wo ho a say a free lawyer ho kwa response ni different. And a free ho as a person response ni different. And meme little knowledge amenya ne say. Enka nioma say no manambra lawyer ho. Yes say obeboa ni atua electricity bill no wanya wodan. Dan say obedi electricity bill no na ntontom arew simple manambra lawyer ho. Nyame nhyira. Yey ewiase ya ba ne yebeko. Me nuaba onyame nhyira.
Okay, na me sure.
Me ba chaw ayi no beto party. Otu party ayo afre me why?
No, Richard, definitely will be there. What we've been through.
Me ba chaw mati.
The success is big. Richard will be there. We'll invite you.
Me ba chaw mati. Oya mama so ntina me nkope shoe for front na me shoe no ba ko na se are.
Okay, no problem.
Me ba chaw. We be got software di property pa me ba chaw hwe. Yesu kra wo jai ko didie. Nti etomri bi e wo se mo ye pati am yin ba tie. Me ba chaw me ma wachi.
Hello, Mpocho, good morning.
Me ba chaw me ma wachi no enye good morning ana.
Me Mpocho no.
Eni eto aso e.
Me Mpocho, last year November now I was involved in domestic violence. And my police ebe mo contacting Kwalani school. Me call hono. Omo ka say me ko house no for me ko ho omo assault bibia out ewie. So omo pe baby mama. Omo say me ko private sector no so. But now me work CCG me go so am tiaka. Because of enuntiama me ko me nya dan me housing officer no me chasing and me the citizen advice. Omo contact no me pese me hu say me de pa Anke Bernard no mo mbetimi aboa me ana.
Lawyer me pacho mente wonka. Lawyer yente wonka. Ukasa na distracted. Dabi ai jina ho obeti lawyer nka enche kra ye pusu ahoma no lawyer technician e pusu ahoma no pusu ahoma no vacho pia ahoma ni tishem obeti lawyer nka life and kale lawyer kasamintie dabi sister jinaso menko jinaso menko why.
Oh my God, I love Rainbow Radio.
Lawyer kasa metie. Battery na wu ana. Yense sano. Sister Jinaso, lawyer be you ano.
Me portray.
And never you ano amenko.
Masmadaha.
Aye. Dabi pusu ahoma no mami. Pusu ahoma no mo. Any onhwe mixer no so ho mami. Onhwe mixer no so. Hey, fa onfa ni think of them. Ayeremo Radio International. Na OBITA NT Shannon Somami.
Rainbow Radio. A taste of London.
Oh my God.
Accra 87.5 FM.
All right. Prophet, is it on now?
Sky Channel 02.
Yes, Prophet. This is what you mean.
I say with them.
Exactly.
Say with them, mommy, 1 minute.
Okay.
Say with them, mommy, 1 minute. Right.
RainbowRadio.co.uk. So I'll be nyayin. Rainbow Radio. Baby ara your boss.
Mini about me part of which at all.
Madam, thank you for waiting.
So back with my lawyer, mommy.
Last year November. My name is ex-partner na domestic violence. Emma police for the reporting Mankolani school any social service. And Omoka say pet the be mammy into the school one school no one or more free house in four no. And no more Jamie contact no more contacting me later on. My year be almost a main private sector but me was CCJ me go so I need to the bad girl, you see London, a baby, I want to take in 6 months answer or get used to social worker, no, a year away. That's what the only changing because almost someone to make a women's refuge because said baby. Because many teachers for no a kind said, men per se, how a crano or but say I've got the same situation, move on to a baby a war around there, I say, him. For my yes, since November. So me go so name ex-partner nete. Also when you room, me will be room, which is very uncomfortable. Yeah. Sometimes the girlfriend and when I'm your fee.
Yeah. So me pacho, my dear sister, me pacho where one of those ones na me pacho ubetima be huye na because when I'm say we hear a little bit of a push with us intervening. So the medical care no council no enye boapaye na emom no eye enam se ahokyere kakra wo mo so nti no omo wo scheme mo montimi and rent from private sector although say yes rent from private sector na yen support with the rent payment no obi wo ho number 1 so the okay wo CCJ nti omo credit check omo se enfa and I say be a low income nti no sometimes threshold in London to rent a 2-bedroom property can be about 27,000. It's even more than mortgaging. And so wunya omatimi rent baby amount. So omu nya sa de we am say ubetima be hwe na yetimi aprompt omu say omu asade ne say also omu discharge omu housing duty no omu owe to you no nti omu advice so ne advice no intimi so ema wunya baby ntina they have to take steps no be taking be ni say Omona no ebe rent baby amount because sometimes they have to be the guarantors of your tenancy. No mana pe baby amount na wakore. So although it will be a private sector no, so na no omona nkomo betimi aye. So housing officer no should be able to help you so betmenya accommodation from private sector. Nti pacho eya na wafre office na wahwe so betimi
me pacho mintawa no me case or unit rather than me demand no betimi assorting out and I said it's me be hu.
Oh yeah, nti ano e wo unit so no nti o pacho me madam Eunice be kasa it is up say un say o case na wo na e be immigration case and I say be a family case.
Pacho I know, yes.
And when a housing matter which will be say per se yeah ye be a new file na yetimi anya reference number na yetimi atro council no am a letter of authority enti e be different matter enti me ya na me pon na wa frɛ na me ne madam Eunice so be discuss it na to person we instruct in your housing matter that will be a separate issue na you dealing with that.
Okay.
Sister me pacho uni ha wati Amukua opam no na akoto no nkatie mu a wakọ na busiam eno ano no enti unya wura ho a ombehwe na niam akoka makama why
Okay,
onyame enhyirawo odofo anapai onyame enhyirawo papa ohwesa na yapempem emere na koye animu na ye de mere na aba papa se eye has no kotoko ena egba nke ebe no abate na odi ball no akoto over the bar enti ohwa ye piapia de no ye de agro ekọ na animu ano no na kire se ye be ya wiye anapai lawyer Richard any BWF solicitors se men kan kire wo se ope a lawyer fo a Oma wiadare emmerem omane mmra ne da omane mmra ne didie omane mmra ne sorry omane mmra ne dware omane mmra ne drive omane mmra ne di nkomo mmra your breakfast lunch dinner ena lawyer udidi na wi a ne wan na ade ka ho
na so na walk that prophet
mate you go to say o hwehwe wo mde a ene bra fourth floor of Anna House number 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters landing N15 4NP landing N15 4NP postcode no Shenanson Nafashim Oba Tesco car park ho a ubenya 90 minutes parking na odi abasoro ho na intentem waba na yene abedi nkomo mempese oba tutu ani abere na ubeje ina appointment line na buku intentem 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 anase sebi me kai se mrebi me ho akoka adwam na wo biza me sa wo lawyer me se me ni lawyer o se na uti kroma wo ni lawyer me se ai o se ne ebe ma lawyer me se dabi ene me mpe obi a lawyer me amehwe lawyer enti we eye emergency in case bibia sia na person free putupura ye free no emergency Fred Bernard on 077 127 61884 oh when eba me fie hey nka me pon hello me pacho me mawachi ema wakwa apa me pacho me mawachi ema wakwa apa
pacho me so me ma oso achen ne lawyer Richard so achen
me pacho mami 2 minutes na me mbo no mesin kaye ne enwi na ye wi a lawyer to awo so a na kire se me de na wi why
pacho
me da asi ema wa botre wo ube yo skani pa Bernard number no 0884 077 127 61884 Fred lawyer Eunice 075 35 81 3910 lawyer Eunice 075 35 81 3910 and your members as a why number na be Fred lawyer Richard ono na no pay odi nsem ni nyina bere life and color odresia me de gini bruta oko no Facebook na hu se na wa post a senka me ye anka me de ne bako yemi show ba odi me to me bu no mahwade friend on 079 60 20 1500 lawyer Richard 079 60 20 1500 Menia ka gunienko lawyer 8 you.
Yeah, lawyer Richard Pacho Michiao.
Good morning, bro.
Pacho, my question is not related to housing, but radio may sure no my pisakaka. Name wo mini pa ya ware ya no ma ware ba fit that me ho kafo a me ne wo ho ya wo British child back home. But there has been a change of circumstance. I see me change from the route na me was no na me ne ono eye but me ya me tieti mo fine but this year me 2.5 car me base some bosomi or let me say 9 months na anyway but yeah change of circumstance me who say because now me is to say any can me coffee now yeah spouse this animal me and no be great for me say me banning the now 5 years straight but me na my dream here me say ade na me wo ha na no ye nye no wo ha until me say ja me church me the effect of the neema me anyway say me ko na why spouse visa e dia be family and na say me wo ha na to say me 9 months na eso na ya apply wo ha. I don't know how it will go by. So
well, I mean, I'm not sure whether I got it right, but also already know 2.5 expire in 9 months' time. So why are you thinking so also call baby now was application number? What's that?
Because said yeah, although that all say again me manage spouse visa anymore. Yet ya worry na ya coffee ni because
more about did you more about Montemana? Do you have a child?
Pachai.
British child.
Yes.
And until a mile 2.5, no, yes, sir.
No, I know me old me old married yeah, me dinya me name, but they say no me try anymore and I make us
old marriage, you know. Why nani pana worry no yeah British citizen and I'll be on indefinite leave. I don't know when you're 2.5.
British indefinite leave.
Okay.
So I came in I'm a FM DNA
Appendix FM from Ghana na Odiba, yes sir.
No, na me ye waha. Until your mommy 10 years route.
Okay, and as I say
Pachai.
Or no so a decata ne crown.
Okay, you're British ni.
Right. Me pacho you don't have to go to Ghana or anything. There also here and say say wo asetna immigration rules no wo meet sa requirement no. Now yen starting to say yen ko school kitwa bi. Say wo ye application e wo krom hanoma as a partner and as a parent of a qualifying child. It's a qualifying child definition is the Bakwabe County abofra we British and now we indefinite leave and now say bia ye wo no ha we 7 years and now we abofra so below 18 watena kroma 7 years and now so we abofra ya man of 5 years under EU settlement scheme under appendix EU so wo gina no so o ye application wo ha ya na omo pese requirements ne say immigration rules requirement e was a wo asetena wo krom ha na relationship no so with either abofra no and partner na agent in your particular case you know to say who partner so mon worry ba one net as partner yes sir
Pacha
one not now for how long one not now for how long compacho
your friend say a
year okay so the only issue with your case is that it was a application you don't even have to wait for your current leave to expire and ka obey new application na was switch aba unse say wo parent route 10 year no ase ti was obey application now by partner route na ase but they also ye ni so we share a definition of a partner no under gen 1.2 of the immigration rules na as a partner you will be a one na worry so that one day say na mo worry or your partner and think about my application say o partner a British citizen who meet all the requirements. What are the requirements? There are 4 of them. Number 1, relationship requirement, financial requirement, English language requirement, and the immigration rules requirement under the immigration rules. Now, when it's for almost 1 year, so you will not meet the relationship requirement as in partner no definition will not be met. And Kamedrin say bia so mo person mo worry there. You don't even have to go to Ghana to marry or wo kwada wo asetena nti haye you know obetimi register or marriage or ha open so say boom obe register or marriage no ha obetimi ama o family aye aware no of Ghana ama mo na omo the certificate abroad. Why am I talking about marriage? Because of say one no ho na wo application be partner route no ase no nanka waba 5-year route na say ya won train for a longer time to get indefinite leave no best say obeye sade we nti say wontimi show say won not na for 2 years to meet the definition of a partner because partner say obi aware no anas won not na to say aware for 2 years under Gen 1.2 and am say we need the second limb nti no o ware a ebeboa nanka why application today ubetimi cry no priority service to ya me the visa application leave na ma NAA me pese wo ye in terms so that time now we waste no o current 2.5 ni nyina be waste so that na anko ye waste na waba 5-year route partner no ase in order to get indefinite leave quicker nti me pacho Ghana sembia eni we say mu de wo se wo ya ne say ubetimi demonstrate say o partner ene de one no wo hoyi either through marriage or cohabitation evidence showing 2 years. Now why a new application to meet the relationship requirement. Financial requirement, and I'm saying a partner route application, it will still be the 18,600. Now the specified evidence to demonstrate the 18,600 will be pay slip or bank statement or letter from employer. Either you or partner or combined can meet the 18,600 requirement. English, so we need degree. Obetimi aye level B1 no and A2, but I would advise that you do the B1 level. No say obetimi there all subsequent applications. Na immigration rule requirement there all leave into no obe meet. And no your application obe successful under the partner route. Na a 5-year route into bacho own coffee, okay? A higher na obe application and wenya another 2.5 as a partner under the 5-year route. Okay.
Actually, Cecia or maternity leave or do for more than about next year January. So only around it's not possible to make me iron because it's a wapa.
Or hence say or Ghana.
Yes.
Well, some form. I mean, some kind of. I mean, or your partner, or your partner, and say be bintin or call Ghana. I know just say. What's what have physically and why application no one on your sponsor when in our relationship for example if you are more marriage certificate now or buy a the fact that only have physically today and just once year habitually or a residence in the UK okay and be binti maybe or 2.0 so now no bit my application or how without you don't have to go to Ghana and no please you know higher in a 5-year route partner no why Ejuma so no ono no de emfa so wo ye ejuma you work yes into won kwa obetime meet financial requirement no by relying on your own income and one say wo de wo pay no ban say maame ne nye ejuma emfa ho because won kwa betime meet so wo mo UK na application in country financial requirements can be met by you her or both combined. So Ghana na ya na sponsor and nkwana you use the income. That is the difference. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any empacho me da masipa nyamisha. Me ba hon me ba because more na mo ye first one ma.
Okay, thank you. We look forward to seeing you.
Okay.
Nyamisha. Yeah, emre ayemre ye run it down na afi inti yerane app na yahwe ni yeweye but ubidi ne key abehye me dom ma me muyi na me hwese e de na ode ba me ba cho me ma wache mo akwa ba
ba cho me jesu bebe okay
me ba cho wasim ubisa ba ko na pese ubisa me nu so a me yi wafiri so
me ba cho ma bisa ba ko pe
ene ko
ba cho da wache bebe ni wodi ma fa uncle la rete na
good morning
Sarah, my first Croydon. The part of the question is the same lawyer Richard said. So we application now we fee waiver. The part of baby I have about one son. Which Mr. Richard said will be able to your and now said before I have fee waiver, it's a home office for the month. Specific grace yes or about one son. Back to the question, Anna.
My dear Mpacho Sakabium, Okobon Sano.
O say we application now we fee waiver. Baby ye ma obo won sa no. different Emma fee waiver for and now fee waiver for no. I was a home office mount by be specific. When I was say o fingerprint no. Na eno actually say wono uye fee waiver.
Baby son ni ho. On say fee waiver nankasa no ene de application na obedi kan aye na o ma waive fee no ansa na why substantive.
Lawyer me ba cho mo pagya mo volume no kakra ma me.
Okay. So Prophet, application fee waiver nankasa no. Fee waiver no de separate from the substantive application. Enti so we fee waiver onye fingerprints, that is fine. Now enye because of say we fee waiver enti no omo be mo wako baby a specific place to do your fingerprints. Wa na wo ye our application na ube choose center obako ye wo fingerprints. Nti for example, ebia madam ye FLRFP ogina ne baso na ye na wontimi ntua home office fees nti wo ye application omo de fees na che no. So wo ye the main application na option beba say ehe na opese okoye ne fingerprints no. Ono na be choose baby obako akoye no. Sometimes ebi wo honoma e wo say wo frɛ omo telephone and sana omo abuki amount. Eno no enye omo na be determine. Sometimes omo ma options say ahanom na eye free and I say eye free and I ben. So you would choose baby a opese okoye no nti my dear enye se bia wo ye free event no omo dictate ti baby a wo say okoye fingerprints. You can choose where you want to go and do the biometrics. Why?
Unfortunately, uncle. Prophet, will be so that time, man.
We are sure some person the question back home. We are sure. May I say, I could be Tisani, I am here with radio sooner. Or bar, sorry, no be whom you know say, now so for. We come say, na radio sooner yet to send you when it's Shisano. Mrs. We are sitting. In the paper, who see ya. In by all means, the question back. Yamishra, bye bye. Lawyer, maybe I tell you run up.
Thank you very much, Prophet. So run up no a quick one. Prophet, na ye din come off housing. Yes, sister wo kromanum na wasetena mu say uhia moa to get somewhere to stay. Obetima call council ho na omo ama baby atena. Eno no ye friend housing duty ewo ye 1996 Housing Act no council bia ye na sede so woboa omo te the council area. Now, so the Bibia, we say, your requirements, I was a meeting to get that kind of help. Your eligibility and your qualification. Abribiano, you may most of the time be eligible for that housing support, but you may not qualify for it. So the we are eligible because there are no immigration restrictions on your leave to remain. 2.5, but with BG benefit. So you are eligible. We are British citizen. We are indefinite leave. We are EU. We are eligible to go for support. But qualification will be on the basis say, number one, do you have priority for that help? We are homeless, we hear one because of someone else said that a critical situation nana. And then I'm a person. You know, it's me taking notes say. And yet necessary say we are eligible for housing support in Ubenya, you have to qualify for it. Qualifying for it, say what priority need, and section 193 of the Housing Act, 96, and they say more priority need, mobile sign will be going on the list, on its own, we are eligible, but qualifying for the property, and they say what priority need. Now we are homeless, genuinely. Enti yebabwa enti mpacho. Number one, so what property be na a overcrowded, you can be in a priority need. Na ye hu se sa overcrowding semone de se council no hu ni se and so that problem can see because at least you have a roof over your head. Enti okwa na ye do to listen so but far away that is fine. But so what abofra na or disability and na wangasa wo some sort of medical condition and na se bia wo you pregnant and na wo mo franketo wo nchen. And Nam said the approach has been to really work with limited resources in Intino. Frustrated, but don't give them. Just pursue it and go on because they know say emremuno also mobile name omu need dime be an Intino no more a push him away no. Just go on and go on. Say do be a day now the council no behavior no omu yet towards is very not acceptable. That is the time I will be to me who lawyers. Sometimes we bet my constitutional advice bureau no more bow. We bet my who MP bet my abwa. Sesani ma we nyina anye. So ye application court council hona decision no make and won't happier. We bet my abusom so review because they are mandated to review the decision again. So more and also I'm bet my complaint. We used to say avenues we nyina na se anko bia then know about lawyer for hona yetima prompt you that they have a duty to house you. But housing you no end just say so rent you private sector. Now I wash da entua or rent and now I bibi say obey homeless no man two me pacho we say why homeless intentionally. So landlord A2 we a private tenant. Na your amount notice 2 months two. Na say 2 months and do now 2 me pacho ko cancel ho omo because we be homeless intentionally. Take note of this. Also chain na landlord no court or eviction order. So eviction order now you still don't have to go. Manim konkoji the friend say enforcement order no na ontimi emfa bailiffs emra na on removal. That is the only time you will become homeless genuinely. Now our priority need na omo abwa. Enti me pacho eti for we na ye di ebeja so de ye di jamu no na ye kase ochenya me bonso a ye besa ye another program your sister station no so ntia na mosan abe we verse on that one na Saturday so ye besa ni mo de shemu your community and the law no so 4 to 6 enti me kase thank you very much prophets for the lovely program today na wasan eluku so lovely and handsome you know, with your summer you know many aje ho enti thank you na me fa asidan so kese ma me technical boss and volunteer Bibia just to come and make sure that we have this wonderful program. Uncle Kweku, thank you. And then my brother here, Mr. Adai, has done an amazing job also. Thank you. And then thank you to everybody in the office, boss. And have a blessed week and a weekend ahead. God bless you.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebree. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na busuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu awayoja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nimnia wo famu ewe ne ya wo bremu enu ntine yeto yembo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni how kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration work permit student visa ho totoye any entry clearance visas family visas ni appeals. Ye senior partner eye member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel intisi ye taiwachi a wonni how kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ena memene danso eye appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Ye wo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground nso a eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.